Aloha Mora. Revelio. Lumos. Levioso. Accio. Aloha Mora. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. This stairwell looks promising.
I hear it's run by househelp. Got a peek at the prefect's bathroom. This class for a week to soak in that tub.
Revelio.
Pete was in a mood.
This looks like the portrait from the map. And where's the treasure? Levioso. Accio. There was a doorway hidden within the portrait. I wonder what came of Arthur's search. Revelio. Excellent.
Perhaps you can meet me after Herbology.
Aloha Mora.
Show me how I'm supposed to do it.
A bit like her.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
I wouldn't bother yourself with that.
Oh.
Revelio.
What have you learned?
Hello, Arthur. Thought you might like to know that my map led to a doorway hidden within a portrait.
Oh, how clever! Mine led to the boathouse. Barely found the treasure before I saw the headmaster coming. He shooed me out of there, but not before I got a few galleons richer. What did you find?
I found what I believe is an authentic historian's uniform.
Oh, that's lucky. Seems as though we both had success. Glad I enlisted you to join me. Well, on to the next Hogwarts mystery. Wonder if a quick rummage round Weasley's office might yield anything interesting.
Everyone falls off their broom at least once. You just have to get back on.
There's simply too much information.
Expelliarmus! Lumos. Revelio.
I wish Hogwarts would teach us how to look after the major. They do at Wagadoo.
Revelio.
Stand back, you knaves!
Revelio. Revelio.
You're here.
It may finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
I received your owl. What happened with Ominous?
I told him none of us will be able to avoid dark magic forever. So the more we know about him and the dark arts, the better prepared we'll...
Perhaps I should have a chat with Ominous.
You? I suppose it's worth a try. But don't get your hopes up. Ominous is annoyingly stubborn. Nothing new. I know where he is. I'll lead you to him and then leave you to it. Come on. He's this way. Keep an eye out. Never know who's watching. Although that hasn't stopped us before.
Strictly speaking, it has. We were caught.
Damned poltergeist.
Lumos.
Such a nuisance.
Revelio.
There he is. Good luck.
What are you doing here?
Hello, Ominous. Do you have a moment?
What is it? What have you and Sebastian been up to now?
I owe you an apology, Ominous. I wasn't honest with you before about the Undercroft. Sebastian did show it to me. He wanted me to have a safe place to practice some spells, to try and catch up to the other fifth years. He didn't think you'd mind.
I suppose that makes sense. It's just Sebastian's been pestering me lately about something and I'm frustrated with him.
Don't tell me he's still going on about, what was it, a scriptorium?
He told you about that.
He did. We were talking about Hogwart's founders and he mentioned it. Wouldn't say much more, though.
Yes, well, he seems to think it contains the answer to saving Anne. I think it's likely full of dark magic that is better left untouched.
Wait, you've never been inside?
Of course not. I only know about it because of my favourite aunt, Noctua. She thought like I do. Didn't agree with the family on the use of dark magic. In fact, she'd hoped to convince my family that there was more to Salazar Slytherin than worshipping pureblood status. She'd heard of this scriptorium and thought its contents might shed some light on him. She even found the secret entrance in this very corridor. She wrote regularly to my father about her efforts to gain access, and then she simply vanished. No one else ever tried to enter.
I'm sorry about your aunt. Don't you want to find out what happened to her?
Aunt Noctua went down this path with good intentions and lost her life. I don't want the same to happen again.
You don't know that history will repeat itself. Besides, you said your aunt thought like you. This could honor her memory, get you answers about Slytherin and Sebastian answers for Anne. Your aunt pursued this alone. We could do it together.
I see what you've done here, and I confess, you've convinced me. I didn't think it possible. Very well. I shall tell you what I know. Fetch Sebastian, I'll wait.
Revelio!
I hope we don't regret this.
Sebastian! Over here! Confringo!
These braziers grant access to the scriptorium.
Now
Lumos.
you'll share? You wouldn't tell me when I practically begged.
It wasn't you who told me what I needed to hear. Opening the entrance has something to do with threes.
Well, 3 heads are better than 1.
It's 2 heads are better than 1.
By that logic, 3 is better than 2.
Rependo! Confringo! Revelio!
Remember, 3 braziers are involved.
Someone was actually listening.
Confringo!
I do that. Occasionally. Something's happening.
I hope we're ready.
Revelio!
Dark, ominous corridor. My favorite.
Lumos!
No comment.
Come on, that was a good one.
A journal entry. Signed by Noctua Gaunt.
Gaunt? Ominous. Family's
Reparo.
here. rubble formed a relief of a person facing a
Lumos.
snake.
That must be the voice I hear. The voice is ancient.
You hear a voice.
It started when you repaired that relief. I hear a whisper saying, "Speak to me." I'm a parcel mouth. I can hear and speak to snakes. Nearly all known parcel mouths are descended from Salazar Slytherin.
I'd like to be able to talk to snakes.
You might not want the ability to speak past the tongue. It's often associated with dark wizards. I haven't spoken it in ages, but I'd wager if I speak it now, the door will open. I'm hoping you're having second thoughts.
I see no reason we should stop now.
It's ironic. When I left home, I vowed to leave the dark arts behind, and yet here I am. Stand back. I can't believe I'm doing this.
It worked! Ominous. You possess a rare ability indeed.
Between the two of you, I'm starting to feel left out.
Between the
Lumos.
two of us.
Never mind. There's
Revelio.
no clear way forward.
Like a maze. Salazar
Confringo.
Slytherin most likely wanted this to be difficult to solve.
Revelio.
The door we came from, it closed. And there's more than one gate ahead.
Lumos.
Then look closely at each gate for clues.
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Lumos. The dial requires focus.
Aunt Noctua said the same. It may take practice to solve it. That didn't sound good.
Salazar Slytherin didn't make this easy.
This journal entry, it mentions getting lost and being unwelcome.
This is looking rather dire, isn't it?
Lumos.
You sound
Revelio.
surprised. They're in a maze designed by
Lumos.
Salazar Slytherin.
Revelio. Lumos.
All the gates have symbols. And there are symbols on the dial.
Matching the symbols did open it.
Was about to do that myself, but you got to it first. Nice work.
Noctua references painful and arduous challenges, but also rewards.
Revelio.
That's the part I'm
Lumos.
wary of.
All I heard was rewards. Keep going.
Another game.
Seems Slytherin like to play games.
Like running the family.
Look in a mirror, Sebastian. That sounded promising.
Another dial solved.
Impressive.
Lumos.
Nice work.
Confringo. Lumos.
Ominous. Your aunt wanted to change your family's traditions.
She did. And she was my favorite person in the world.
Every dial seems to be getting more difficult, but we've made it this far. Don't give up. Excellent work.
Lumos.
Another step closer to the scriptorium.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
I spotted something ahead.
Revelio.
It's troubling.
This whole
Lumos.
place is troubling, but for my aunt's sake, we cannot stop now.
The gate! I think we're locked in.
Revelio.
Again.
Lumos.
Then Salazar Slytherin is not yet finished with us.
Ominous. A skeleton. And Noctua's last journal entry. She mentions being trapped here, blocked by an unforgivable curse.
This is where she died. This is where we'll die. I shouldn't have listened to either of you.
Ominous, I'm truly sorry about your aunt. But I know what to do. It's going to be difficult.
You said you know what to do.
Tortured faces on the door, and Crucios etched into the stone. My guess is if we cast the Cruciatus curse, the door will open. That's why Noctua died. She had no one to cast the curse on. Ominous has the most experience with this. He should cast it. You seem to be in Ominous's favor. Will you ask him about this?
He does seem a bit cross with you. I'll speak with him.
Good. Work your magic, so to speak. Wish we had some liquid luck.
All of this could have been avoided.
Ominous. I hadn't imagined we'd end up trapped like this.
Salazar Slytherin did. He's to blame for many unimaginable things. I overheard you and Sebastian, and I won't do it. The Cruciatus curse is pure torture, I would know.
Sebastian told me a little of what happened when you were young. Sounds as if you had no choice.
Should have known he would have told you. And one always has a choice. I'm as guilty as the worst of my family. Unforgivable curses won't work unless you really mean them. I had to want to cause pain, and for that I shall never forgive myself. That spells the reason I have no family left. You and Sebastian will need to sort out another solution. If you cast Crucio, you will regret it forever.
What do we do now? Ominous is not going to cast the Cruciatus curse again.
Ridiculous! As if dying in here is a better option than casting a damned spell. It's up to us. I can teach you Crucio, or I can cast it on you.
Wait, you didn't say you knew how to cast Crucio?
Because I'm not sure I do. Ominous knows that, yet he's left us no choice. I don't yearn to follow. I have to.
I want to learn the curse, but I won't cast it on you. You need to cast it on me.
I shan't forget this.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Are you all right?
That pain, it was excruciating. But I'll survive. Let's keep moving.
We made it. We found Salazar Slytherin's scriptorium.
I can't believe we're here.
Revelio. Sebastian, Ominous. There's a book just here.
You found something.
You two go ahead. Let me know what's in it. I'll wander around a bit.
May I have a look?
What do you think?
Looks like a spellbook of some kind. This is incredible. A Hogwarts founder's possession. What an honor. Still can't believe Ominous never told me about his aunt and what she found.
What will you do with Slytherin's spellbook?
What I do with every book. Read it. Having professors as parents ingrained that habit early on. But I can do that later. For now, I say we explore this room. It's breathtaking.
Lumos.
I don't want to leave, but I owe you. Both of you.
Revelio.
Without both of you, we'd never have made it this far.
We were lucky. We could have died. We must swear never to do this again.
Ominous. About your aunt.
Please, Sebastian. I meant what I said before. We swear, right now, never to engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
Understood. I'm truly sorry about your aunt, Ominous.
I suppose after all this, I am grateful to know what happened to her. Thank you.
Revelio. Revelio.
Afraid of a staircase?
Revelio.
Special knack. It's tormenting Professor Black.
Revelio. Revelio. Lumos.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
I've been studying Salazar Slytherin's spellbook. Meet me in the Undercroft. I found something.
You wanted to speak with me, Mother? I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful? Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you, and she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
She's concerned for your safety. It may be best for you to stay away from Hogsmeade for now.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be best. Do you? You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Ranrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
Revelio. Revelio.
I can't believe we found ourselves trapped in that scriptorium.
Galleons and a historian's uniform.
Revelio. Could you remind me what I'm to do with the Thestrals, Deke?
Release them into the same vivarium in which you conjure the pen. Then use the pen to start the process. Come and see Deke when you're finished.
Confringo! I should let Deke know about the newborn Thestral. Revelio. Hello, Deke. You'll be pleased to know that a little Thestral was born.
How wonderful to have more Thestrals in our world. Such misunderstood beasts.
I'm sorry that we can both see Thestrals, Deke.
Deke is privileged to see such majestic beasts, but sometimes wishes Deke couldn't. Deke is to blame.
What do you mean, to blame?
Years ago, Deke's master ordered Deke to help him capture a phoenix, the rarest of all beasts, that master had spotted high on a cliff. The phoenix was the most beautiful beast Deke had ever seen. Deke begged master to leave her be. When Deke hesitated to climb up the cliff as ordered, Deke had to punish himself. As Deke punished himself, master grew angrier and angrier, and in his frustration cast at the regal bird. Deke suspects the phoenix was protecting eggs when it swooped down in fear and fury. Before Deke could reach him, master fell from the cliff. Deke stayed on that cliffside for days, punishing himself, before Tobbs found him.
What a horrible tale, Deke. I'm so sorry.
Deke has only told Professor Weasley that story, and now yourself. Deke often wonders what became of that phoenix. Deke feels fortunate to be at Hogwarts now, helping you rescue beasts. Perhaps Deke can make amends for what came before. Deke hasn't seen this many plants here before.
Professor Howard was carrying some pearl dust.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
Hello there.
Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin?
Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. Well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better. Pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Revelio. Nice to see you again.
Likewise. What can I help you with today?
What do you have for sale?
What are we looking for today? Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it.
Revelio. I should... Revelio. know a Merlin trial when I see one.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Reparo! Repulsor! Revelio! Repulsor! Revelio! That's that. Settled. Revelio. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Rependo. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Rependo. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Rependo. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Rependo. Confringo. Rependo. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
You said this would repair the chasm between the two of you. How did you not expect him to react this way?
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metalworker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Gok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ?
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
Revelio. The door is looking at us. Propendo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Levioso! Convert! I need to break its line of sight somehow. Wingardium Leviosa! Compulso!
I'll be quiet. Books so rarely prepare one for reality.
Revelio!
A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected. I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Confringo! Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward. Revelio.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine. I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
Accio.
One less human to worry about.
Keep your wits about you, Amit. I'll get you through this mine.
Thank you for making me the first object of your suspicions. Know who my friends are now, don't I? Matter of time till Ranrock ceases to us. Who's that? Such arrogance.
Revelio. Expelliarmus.
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word.
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we?
We're being watched. By a door. Revelio. Tremendo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Revelio.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holiday.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be a schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Leviosa!
Yes, of course.
Revelio. Petrificus totalis. Revelio.
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building? If I'm translating this correctly,
Revelio.
and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
I can be used for better things than this so-called...
Mr. Talis.
Hello? How nice of you to stop by. Let's get this over with. There you are.
Expelliarmus.
I won't
Descendo.
Expelliarmus. Leviosa. Expelliarmus. Defender.
I hate that! Not quite.
Defender.
No! I will make you.
Confringo.
You don't know who you're playing with!
Expelliarmus. Defender.
Postponing the inevitable!
Confringo. Expelliarmus.
I won't rest.
Defender.
Descendo. Oh, this really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler.
Revelio.
This place is more complex than I had expected.
Confringo. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
Revelio. 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 Depulso. Revelio.
Most goblins. On the left. Levioso. You don't have time for this. Put me down!
Expelliarmus!
How childish!
Protego!
That was pitiful!
Expelliarmus!
You are tearing me up! This doesn't hurt! What's the point of this? Put me there! Not quick enough. You're so very weak. What an unfortunate disappointment!
Levioso! Repulse!
Really it is! Wait a minute! Your spells glance off of me. Number of ways coming back this way. Let's get it, much.
Expelliarmus!
When you give up! I shall have been. That was unimpressive. You don't need to defeat, do you? An utterly pitiful display. There you are. Feel as though you're not even trying.
Expelliarmus!
Oh, get away with that. That's the best you can do. Oh, I should have been. Such arrogance.
Revelio!
My turn for patrol. Who's there? Get away!
Accio! Levioso!
Stop! On the street!
Expelliarmus!
Hit it! Cool that! I feel it!
Accio! Defender!
I won't rest. Missed me!
How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them I'll meet.
Clever.
Revelio. Revelio. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills.
Revelio.
Bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodcock what we found. Accio. Revelio.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. Revelio. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed. Can we please talk?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch when I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lord Cock, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Revelio. What do you have in store for me this time? Lumos. Lumos. Merlin himself will be proud. Revelio.
How long for a bacon and mushroom stew?
Revelio.
Hello?
Totalis. Revelio.
When the war is over, goblins will rule over wizards at last.
Totalis. Confringo. Confringo. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Leviosa. Protego.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Protego! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
Will reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Leviosa! Confringo! A miss!
He won't stop me.
Leviosa!
Losing his drives.
Confringo!
Prepare to surrender now.
Revelio! Revelio. Revelio.
One there. Not quiet enough.
Confringo! Protego! Leviosa! Revelio.
You will regret coming here.
Protego! Revelio. Revelio.
Revelio. Levioso. Professor Howard will never believe this. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Revelio. Depulso. Revelio. Levioso. Assignment's all finished. Confringo! Revelio.
Let's finish this
Has your brain been infested with fundaments?
Revelio. Revelio.
It didn't bother me. I swear.
Good.
Revelio.
Probably like they hadn't heard the house called, that's all. Or they did. Now why would you say that?
Revelio.
Rumor has it.
Confringo. Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio.
Why do students always run when Peavesy wants to have some fun?
Revelio. Finite. Revelio. Finite. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
There you are. The Cross Wands duelist to beat.
Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Excellent work today. Class dismissed. I take it you're ready to learn your new spell.
I completed your assignment, Professor. I'm ready to learn Bombarda now.
Good. Now, this spell comes with a caveat. It should only be used when necessary. The exploding charm, as you might suspect, can hurt people. Use caution when casting it.
Is this something we should be learning in school?
Better for you to learn it in school, where we can instruct you properly as to its use. Now, you must be precise in your wand movements. We don't want you blowing your hand off. Go ahead. Nice and steady wand movements. Remember, the exploding charm is highly volatile. Well done. Now, let us put it into practice, shall we? Go ahead. Try it on the pumpkins.
Revelio. Bombarda.
Excellent wand work. Cast the spell just like that every time. Assured and in control.
Revelio. Professor, might I have a moment?
Yes. What is it?
I was wondering what inspired your interest in magical beasts.
Are you considering some sort of profession in the field?
Truthfully, I am not. But I am interested to know why you chose this path for yourself.
I see. I suppose that seeking to understand the motivation for selecting one's path is a worthy pursuit. I believe that when choosing a path, particularly of a scholarly nature, one must take into account both one's enthusiasm for a particular subject as well as how one may best serve the students to whom one is obligated to both inspire and teach.
Of course, Professor. When did your path become clear?
I recall it quite vividly. It was the summer between my 6th and 7th years. I read in the Prophet about a wizard who'd been selling alchemy eggs and disappeared in the mountains near my home. I knew of the alchemy, of course, from my studies, but they are native to lands east of here, such as India. I wondered if it was possible that an alchemy could be so nearby. Hence, I went to find it.
Seems quite a challenge finding an alchemy in the mountains.
It was. After a few days, during which my parents grew increasingly annoyed at my absence, I found what little remained of the wizard egg trader. He was near a tree hollow. And there, inside, was a nest with 7 silver alchemy eggs.
What did you do with them?
Nothing. Beasts are to be valued for what they can provide for wizard kind. Protective clothing, potion ingredients, even wand cores. Only poachers see the value in ending a beast's life for galleons. I left the eggs alone. I hid, and moments later, the beast flew right over my head. Breathtaking. She then seemed to all but disappear as she shrunk to fit into the hollow.
That sounds incredible.
Indeed. I knew in that moment that I needed to understand all that I could about beasts and ensure that wizard kind learned to benefit properly from them. Now, I trust that I have answered your question. You would do well to continue your study of beasts, regardless of your chosen path. Beasts and all that they provide will vastly improve your life, and perhaps one day even save it.
I shall remember that, Professor. Thank you.
See if there's something you need. That's been a pleasure. Now there's a...
Revelio.
I thought my owl might pique your interest.
I came as soon as I could.
I'd been so distracted by the scriptorium and Slytherin's book that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We need to see what they're doing. I say we take them head on. Let's bury some enemies.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you.
Revelio. There they are up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who's...
Arrest them and then...
No! Make it stop!
I won't rest until you're dead.
I've been fighting since before you were born.
You can't stop us.
Arrest them and then...
Just you wait till the solid ground! You are but smoking!
Confringo! Defendo! Revelio! Bombarder! Revelio!
This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Once again, we could fight our way through, or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose.
Rebellion.
Coming back this way. Who do you think?
Descender. Gringo.
If you could best the likes of me. Ranrock I'm a goblin, not a toy. How childish.
Levioso. Descendo.
You won't get away with that. I shall have
Fun is a relative term.
It is. And
Revelio.
that was relatively fun.
Revelio.
I should tell you. Rumor...
Revelio. For better or for worse, we're in.
What I wouldn't give for a cup of mushroom tea.
Petrificus Totalis.
Ringo.
Revelio. This mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accident.
Defender. Gringo.
Now I see why.
Confringo. Revelio. I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider to prey on.
Where did they go?
If only Ranrock were here to...
Confringo.
You don't know who you're playing with! You are postponing the inevitable! Back this way.
Confringo. Defender.
How many Ranrock's loyalists are in here?
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
That ledge is awfully high. Any ideas?
Confringo! Wingardium Leviosa! Revelio!
It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or
Smash it.
fangs. Should have thought to conjure stairs.
Reparo! Revelio! Confringo! Revelio! Revelio! Defendo! Confringo!
We're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that. Ranrock's loyalists all but declared war.
Bombarda! Lumos!
Lumos.
Lumos!
Lumos.
Revelio!
We've still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome distraction at that.
We have another fight on our hands.
Protego!
You take to die, do you?
Confringo!
So much too easy! Let's get inside. There you are. Rather unwise coming back this way. You almost had a lucky shot!
We're not finished yet. It's almost as though we're waiting.
I will make it.
Wingardium Leviosa. Confringo. Bombarda.
Confringo! Bombardo! Defender!
We certainly cleared the room.
For a Slytherin?
You Gryffindors don't have a monopoly on bravery, you know.
Revelio!
Confringo! Not sure what I did to deserve that.
Confringo!
Wasn't expecting that.
Revelio! Confringo! Revelio!
What do you have there?
A journal entry by his... Sebastian! I think
Hopefully
I found
it will
something.
help us unravel more
A
of this
canvas
mystery.
piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about this place feels odd.
Confringo! If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganach was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft, and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols? And ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the Keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
His are some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and...
Revelio! Unless we can find another passage.
And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit. Revelio! Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Marrenweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
A friendly goblin. He wants no part in Ranrock's fight.
A friendly goblin? You know goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
You don't know what you're saying. Take a breath for a moment.
Oh, I know precisely what I'm saying. Unbelievable. You'll never believe what I've learned.
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Don't think I've forgotten about your goblin friend. I haven't. But I needed to tell you what I've learnt. Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
I see no reason to involve Ominous.
I'm glad you agree. When I know more, I shall send an owl.
I have thrilling news.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
I am not letting this go.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I know what I heard. You knew I wouldn't agree with this. Going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Those references in the book seem promising.
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin seems promising until it's too late. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further, but if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
Revelio. Revelio.
Potent.
Lumos.
Diffuse.
Revelio.
Become engulfed in a stench. Head. It is not.
Lumos.
If you put a foot wrong, it's just, well, there's a rather foul
the sheer nerve taking them down.
Pardon me, is everything alright?
No, it's not. We only had 2 bells to go, but she just had to go and spoil things.
I'm afraid I don't follow. Who spoiled things? Also, what bells?
Professor Black ordered Mr. Moon to take down the bells in the bell tower. Said they were giving him a headache. Those bells are a part of Hogwarts. I wasn't about to let that happen. So, I asked my friend Adelaide to help me put them back. We've always been a duo of sorts, Adelaide and Evangeline. Addie and Evie. Anyway, it was going swimmingly until Black started asking questions. Then she wasn't comfortable with our rule breaking. Now I'm stuck, unable to tell which bell goes where.
Perhaps I could help put the bells back up.
Really? Oh, that would be wonderful. The bells are in the bell tower just above the music room. You're certainly of more help than Adelaide.
Hello. Are you here for Summoner's Court?
That I am. Don't expect to be as lucky here as you were in Crossed Wands. Speaking of which, care to play a match?
Of course, Charlotte.
Then may the best summoner win. Accio! Precisely as planned.
Accio!
Nice technique. Accio! Sting me with a billywig. I'll never top that. Accio! Precisely as planned.
Accio!
Didn't I say I adore competition? Hard luck. Care for another round?
Absolutely. Don't count me out yet.
That's the spirit.
Accio!
Such grace. Finesse. Accio! Precisely as planned. Such grace. Finesse. Accio! Precisely as planned.
Accio!
Hard luck. Careful.
Absolutely.
Precisely as planned.
Accio!
Sting me with a billywig. I'll never top that. Accio! Nice technique. Accio! Precisely as planned.
Accio!
I'll remember that. Well, you are good. I'm not too proud to admit when I've lost. Where did you learn to play like that?
I play by intuition, natural skill and all that.
That's been my strategy. I suppose it only gets you so far, though. Well, you've only one opponent left now. I won't say more than that, but let's just say he's the best for a reason.
I've no doubt.
There you are. The Cross Wands duelist to beat.
You should be proud of all the potions you've brewed. Zeke hasn't seen this many plants here before.